Lurie garden is one of the finest garden in the Millennium Park, adjoining to the bean sculpture, the cloud gate. You see the tall skyscrapers in the backdrop of Lurie garden. Lurie garden is known for different kinds of flowers, trees, bushes, grasses, which add color to different seasons. Different season have different set of blossoms. So I will show you some of the fascinating flora of the Lurie garden. The tree before me is very interesting. This is liquid amber, Styraciflua. The fruits look like chinar fruits. They resemble with that, or you can say they resemble the capsules, spiny capsules of castor plant, Ricinus communis. But leaves look like maple leaves. Leaves are, however, alternate. It is not maple. In maples we have the opposite leaves. But this is also not platanus. It is not chinar. Rather, this is unique tree which has been named as liquid amber Styraciflua. So this is unique to the Lurie garden in Millennium Park. Another beautiful flower you see here is bear's breeches. This belongs to Brancard family, Adusa family, Acanthaceae. The leaves are quite spiny. They are lobed and they are spiny. And a single raceme of these white flowers, so attractive. Basically, in fact, the purplish bracts of the leaves, they have added more charm to the flowering spike, flowering raceme. So you see closely, it looks like something to the bear's paws. So it has been named popularly as bear's breeches. Botanically speaking, this is Acanthus spinosus. There is another tree which is without any flowers or fruits at this time, but leaves are very peculiar, and one can identify this as Hamamelis. And Hamamelis is more elegant during autumn, the season of fall, when its foliage turns golden yellow, and that is the fascinating beauty of this small tree. Also in early spring, when new foliage emerges, that is also time, but this is summertime, so you will not see that beauty. There are different kind of hostas, and hostas have many cultivars, and their flowering is also over. But here you see the purple flowers of Scutellaria incona. They are typically purplish or bluish with white mouth, and the leaves are opposite, as is the character of Acanthaceae, to which our Strobilanthes belongs. So this is the Scutellaria, or skullcap, as it is popularly known as skullcap flower. You also find here the foliage of another fascinating tree which is more beautiful during springtime. This is called white fringe tree. This is Cayananthus virginicus, but at this time it has only foliage. It is not having any flowers. You also see the beauty of these Saxifragaceae plants. Basically, these are named as Stilbe, false goat's beard, and Stilbe chinensis, and many other cultivars. One is perhaps Stilbe chinensis. I am forgetting the cultivar, but this is also adding charm to the summer flowering. in the Lurie garden. Another unique tree which I am fascinated, but it looks more elegant when it was flowering, and now it has spotted fruits, but some fruits you see some brownish colors, chocolate colored growth, and this is basically the infestation of a rust fungus. This is a kind of rust which is called as Cedar Sidonia rust, and their white or light pink stramata type outgrowth you are seeing, it has invaded the fruits. Otherwise fruits are green and these are healthy fruits, but here many fruits stands invaded by the rust fungus, which is botanically speaking named as Gymnosporangium clavipes. So Gymnosporangium clavipes on Cockspur hawthorn tree. Cockspur hawthorn tree is Crataegus crusgalli. So it is shining leaves and fondly cultivated in the gardens. Here you see the bee balm, which is called as Monarda bradburiana. Many insects including honeybees, the bumblebees. Here it is a bumblebee collecting forage. So this is also adding beauty to the Lurie garden. And here I will show you very unique grass which is called as sea oats, Chesmenthium latifolia. These are quite broader and spikelets are again flattish, dorsiventrally flattened, and this is called as sea oats, which is usually found near marshes, the wetland habitat. But botanically speaking, this is from the genus Chesmenthium, species is latifolia. Here I will show you the unique Inula. These are the Inula flowers, yellow colored Inula magnifica. Leaves are quite large and they are without stalk. So no stalk, they are sessile, they are stalkless leaves and long peduncle of the inflorescence, which is capitulum. So this is Inula magnifica. In India we have Inula racemosa, we have Inula riley in the northwestern Himalayas, but this unique Inula which is adding glory to the Lurie garden is Inula magnifica. And behind you see the white Persicaria polymorpha, a kind of knotweed. So this is also in full bloom. And here I will show you some unique flowers. One is drumstick onion, elongated spike, elongated flower head, which is elongated and which is maroon red. This is basically popularly named as drumstick onion. It has long peduncle and the honeybees are at work on this unique Allium cephalocarpa. This is in the Lurie garden. And another flower, you see the red flower. This is also fascinating. Basically this is called as purple poppy mallow. Botanically speaking, this is unique flower, pink flower. You see, if you are able to see, this is Caliro involucrata. Caliro involucrata bloom. And here I will show you unique pincushion flower. So this flower, if you are able to see, this is pincushion flower. Basically kind of scabious flower, which we are familiar even in Guray's flora. We have come across scabiosa, speciosa, pincushion flower. This one. So you see these two blooms with many petals, and this is the kind of scabious scabiosa, but now it has been named as Canutia. Perhaps species is Speciosa. K is silent, or Nautia, Canautia, or Nautia, Speciosa, or some other species. I am not familiar, but this is a kind of scabious or pincushion flower, which is also in bloom. Almost the bloom is over. You see here is a bloom, but here some fruiting also taking place. But still you find this allium and Canautia flowers. And here you will see this is Amsonia. No flowering. Flowering is over. But this is here is Amsonia hubrichti, thread leaf Amsonia, also called as the blue star, as it produces the light blue blossoms. Here I will show you the unique Echinops retro, also named as Echinops beneticus. This is a blue globe thistle, and if you look at the leaves are dark green above, but they are white below, and even the stems are purplish, and leaves are quite spiny along the margins, and they are lobed, rather they are pinnatifid, and head is like this. In India, in Jammu plains, we have Echinops echinatus, whereas in Ladakh we have Echinops cornicerus, oxima, and likewise we have some more species in other parts of Jammu hills. But this particular Echinops is called as Echinops retro or Echinops beneticus. And there you see the beautiful spikes. You may confuse it with some kind of celosia, but they are not celosia blooms, as leaves are born in a whorl and pinkish white. Here you see the white variety, here you see the pinkish variety. These are basically Baronica like and has been named in botany as Baronicastrum. So Baronicastrum spicata is the species, but these two cultivars are different, white one and pinkish purple. Again honeybees on the head of the globe thistle, that is Echinops beneticus or Echinops retro. Here this is the unique bush which was having many fascinating white flowers, but now it is without flowers, Gillenia, and each leaf is basically made up of 3 leaflets, so it was named as Gillenia trifoliata from Rosaceae family. Trifoliate leaf are born alternately, so this is also unique bush, but now without any flowers. So Monarda bradburiana was one, and another bee balm blossoms. It is another shade, another color you find, rather 3 colors. This is light pink, this is purplish pink, and that is you can say magenta pink. So there are different blossom colors. This plant is also fascinating. This is basically the eutrochium. Leaves are born in burled. They are burled leaves. At one spot you will find 5 leaves. Here you can note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there is a purplish pink flowering at the top, which are still at the bud stage. So you don't find flowering here, but this is eutrochium, and the species is perhaps maculatum. Eutrochium maculatum. Apart from these flowers which are adding beauty to the garden, I will show you some more fascinating flowers here. One is the rusty foxglove. Rusty foxglove is Digitalis ferruginea. This is Digitalis, but species is different. We have Digitalis lanata in Kashmir Himalayas, Digitalis purpurea in Sanasar, a digitalis grandiflora again at Gulmarg. But this one is digitalis ferruginea, a rusty foxglove. This is also rusty foxglove, rusty mouth of the corolla cup inside, you see. Very. This is Roelia humilis. This is another flowering plant introduced in the Lurie garden. And I will show you more. You also have the robinia trees, robinia pseudoacacia. They have the white blossoms, but now they are not. And here you have the ornamental Cotinus cogaigria, which are even purplish cultivar. And this one is green. So this is also introduced as fascinating foliage plant. Another unique plant which we are familiar even in Jammu Hills is Macharan chai or Malshan chai, which stands introduced as the garden ornamental plant here. And this is Persicaria amplaxicolis, earlier called as Polygonum amplaxicol, with blood red colored spikes, and leaf is stalkless, rather it is amplaxicol. So this is also heading glory. One unique flower which I will show you, this is Actia, white spike, Actia racemosa. These are the foliage. This is also called a black cohosh, Actia, black bugbane. This is Actia, most probably species is racemosa. And this is again Eutrochium maculatum. And behind you see all these are the fascinating flowers of false goat's beard. That is a stilbe chinensis. This is also a stilbe. This is again very fascinating. No, this is not a stilbe. This is filipendula. It has larger leaves. So this is not a stilbe but filipendula, like pink blossoms, and they are more, you can say they are more spreading, and clusters are loosely arranged, but here in comparison they are more compact. So this is a stilbe, this is a stilbe, and these are filipendula. Both belong to Saxifragaceae family, to which our Pashan Bhidha Virginia ciliata belongs. Saptotar we call in Dogri. So here you see the various different kinds of flowers. This is filipendula and this is stilbe. One particular flower, this is geranium nodosum. This is also here. There are flowering of Hosta fortunae. This is drumstick onion, that is Delium cephalon, not carpan, cephalon is its botanical name. This one, this is Delium cephalon or drumstick. You see, all these are blossoms of drumstick onion. Here, this is unique flower which the leaves are opposite. Leaves are opposite, and flowers are golden yellow or cream yellow. So I am seeing it for the first time. So I will take time to identify it, which particular flowering plant is here. It has 5 petals, 15 stamens. They are born on the base of the petals for the epipetalous condition. These are the 5 petals with 15 stamens attached at the base of the petals. So this unique flowering plant I have come across for the first time the Lurie garden, and it needs to be identified. I have not identified so far. Unique lilium I have come across here. This is unique lilium which is called Lilium henryi. This is unique flower where you don't have any distinction to sepals and petals. All look alike. So there is a number 6. You can count down the so-called tepals as it is perianth. Sepals and petals are not distinguishable. So this is liliaceae and orange colored flower. The tepals are reflexing back and there are 6 stamens with orange colored anthers. Even pistil is visible, and on the inner surface of these tepals you see some brownish lines and also some kind of curly hairs. So this distinguishes this species as Lilium henryi. This is unique to the Lurie garden. Another lilium which I will show you, that species stands named after the Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan adds beauty and charm to the city of Chicago, the windy city, one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America. So Michigan, and this particular species is endemic to the North Central America and named after Michigan as Lilium michiganense. So from a distance it may look like Lilium henryi, but you don't find curly hairs on the inner surface of the tepals. Rather, all these tepals are mostly black colored spotted. Black brown spots are visible, and moreover leaves are arranged in whorls. You see, these are the leaves. Leaves are borne in whorls, and leaves are quite lanceolate and they are recurved back. So this is Lilium michiganense. Now flowering is almost over. Lilium michiganense is unique, and this is Monarda bradburiana. I will show you more. There is another unique allium which is now fruiting. This is fruiting allium, but this was also having beautiful flower clusters during spring. Deer's breeches. Already talked about this flower, Acanthus spinosus. This is unique plant which looks like polygonatum, but one has to see the flowers. If the flowers are borne in raceme at the apex, then it can be myanthemum. Here fruiting of the penstemon fruiting. Unique flower here, you see this is Echinacea flowers. Although the color is creamish white, this is also called as Echinacea white. Echinacea purpurea is the species, but its color is not purple, but it is treated under Echinacea purpurea. Here I am showing you very unique plant which is called as compass plant. The leaves orient in the northwest direction. Leaves are deeply lobed, and this is hairy stem. Flowers are quite yellow, golden yellow, They look like miniature sunflowers. They are ray florets and disc florets. So don't confuse it with a one flower. Rather, this is an inflorescence, botany named as capitulum or a head. So this is unique plant which I have come across in Lurie garden. In the backdrop of Prudential Hotel, beside the skyscrapers and bean sculpture. So this is a compass plant. Botanically speaking, this has been named as Silphium. Silphium laciniatum. Laciniatum because leaves are laciniated, they are dissected. And this is taller than me. And flowers are fascinating, golden yellow. So this Silphium laciniatum compass plant is also adding beauty to the Lurie garden. This is false indigo, which has no flowers now, but in spring it was having flowers. And this in botany is Baptisia. So under Baptisia we have many cultivars which are included in the beauty of the garden. Here I have come across Vernonia. Which Vernonia? I'm not sure. I need to check the species, but this is ironweed. Vernonia species, popularly named as ironweed. This is the beauty of flowers in midsummer. Again, I am showing you the Roelia humilis. This is Silphium, the compass plant. It has somehow leaning on the path. Baptisia bushes. These are Baptisia leaves. And behind you see the Digitalis ferruginea, rusty foxglove. And unique tree which you see here is tulip tree. Tulips are familiar to us as the spring blossoms, which are fondly cultivated by the gardeners, nature lovers. But this tree having unique leaf shape, truncately cut apex, rather it is four-lobed, 4 or 5-lobed, and even sporting some kind of stipules. This is orange green blossoms which I encountered for the first time in the Lincoln Park, near Lincoln Park Plant Conservatory, and now I am seeing this in Lurie garden near the bean sculpture. The botanically speaking, this is the member from the Magnoliaceae family, to which our champa belongs, Magnolia champaka and Magnolia grandiflora. We are familiar in Kashmir. This is Liriodendron tulipifera, and these fascinating foliage will turn golden yellow, attractive yellow during autumn in October, November. So it has also been named as yellow poplar, or fondly named as tulip tree, as its flowers look like tulips. Though in case of tulips, the so-called petals are basically tepals, no distinction between sepals and petals, and number is 6. Whereas here the basic cup-like structure is magnolide character, where the stamens are inserted on the elongated receptacle, as is the character of the Magnoliaceae family. So this is a dicot, and the real tulip is monocot. And here I am showing you the unique Taxus. This is Taxus cuspidata. So this is the green cultivar, and this is the variegated. And each leaf tip, if you focus, it is sharp. It is sharp. So it has been named as Taxus cuspidata. This is basically a Japanese species, also called as Japanese yew. And even some hybrids are also there, which are named as Taxus media. But This is Texas cuspidata. So this is growing as a hedge in the Lurie garden. This is a cloudy evening. You see the clouds in the sky, no sunshine, and I am conducting our 1504th tree talk in Lurie garden, and I will show you unique oak. Mostly oaks which I have come across in Chicago, they are either white oaks or red oaks, and mostly they have the lobed leaves. But here you see the lobes are not that prominent. It is faintly lobed, no doubt, and the margins is wavy. And this unique oak, which is included in the shrubbery of Lurie garden, is named as chinkapin oak. In botany, it is identified as Quercus mohellenbergi, popularly named as chinkapin oak. Here I will show you the milkweed, common milkweed, which is a host for the famous threatened monarch butterfly of North America, which is known for long distance migration. Danaus plexippus, as it is named in zoology. Monarch butterfly loves to lay its eggs on this very plant. So this plant is unique and finds inclusion in the conservatories, botanical gardens, zoos, so that Danaus plexippus, the monarch butterfly, is able to complete its life cycle. During springtime, they come from Mexico, South America to Chicago, and during autumn, some in October, November, monarch butterflies will go back to Mexico, and you see the fruits of follicles. This is the follicles, as it belongs to the oak family, Calotropis procera, we are familiar with. The same kind of fruit follicle is seen here also, but this is basically Asclepias syriaca is the botanical identity. Here I am showing you unique eryngium. We are familiar with Eryngium ceruleum in Kashmir, but this eryngium has the simple leaves, and leaves look like miniature yucca leaves. So this particular species is named as Eryngium yucifolium. I will show you more specimens of this. For example, here again you find this plant, Eryngium yucifolium. So these are the capitula heads in the backdrop of Prudential and other skyscrapers in Millennium Park, but leaves are quite unique as they are spine margined and they are simple, they are not dissected, so it has been named after yucca as yucifolium. So this is Eryngium yucifolium, and this is Monada, Bradburiana, Baptisia, the false blue indigo. This is iron beet, Vernonia. This is Silphium laciniatum, and again you see the flowering heads of Eryngium. Eryngium is not a composite plant. This is basically an umbellifer. So this unique head-like structure is basically a umbellate inflorescence, and this has been named as the Eryngium yucifolium. This is unique to the gardens and parks in the Chicago city. So here is the Lurie garden, seasonal flowers, even names you can see here. There is also Parthenium muticum, which is a blunt mountain mint, purple coneflower, Kinesia purpurea, then Limonium latifolium, sea lavender we will see, Euphorbia corolata, Liatris pycnostrachea, as well as Liatris, another species, Allium lusitanicum, Parthenium integrifolium, Stochastia laevis, Hemirocalis Chicago apache. So I will show you more. These are the fruits of Baptisia, and here you